Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, we are live here, not from our own home, but from, wow, how do you call it? Big nature?
Yeah, big nature reserve in
Yeah.
Nederland called the Veluwe.
It's in the midst of the Netherlands, and it's the biggest nature area that we have here.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Yesterday we did some biking, about 40 kilometers, I think.
Yeah.
We saw deers.
We saw deer, yeah. We saw
A deer,
buzzards.
yeah.
We saw buzzards.
One
No,
deer, two deer.
two deers.
It's not two deers.
And
It
we
is.
saw buzzards, and we saw deer, and we saw Now we saw quite a lot of things. We saw quite amazing little birds, the smallest birds from a special type that we have in the Netherlands. We saw lots of dragonflies.
Beautiful dragonflies.
Magical dragonflies.
Dragonflies, it's about transformation.
Yep, and that's what we're about. So we found it really inspirational that we saw the dragonflies, and we also feel that we want to do some more with that.
Yep. So,
Dragonfly days.
yeah, they will come. The dragonfly days.
Transformation days.
Transformational days. Yes, nice. But this week we wrote our post about being of service. And thanks for all of you who reacted on this one. It was beautiful. A lot of people shared also our post, so we really appreciate that. Do you want to start? Being of service.
Being of service. Well, the thing is, being of service. Martin Luther King said it once. We can all be great. Because we can all be of service. So what does that mean? My post was, and I will make it a bit short because we are in the Netherlands outside, and we just want to inspire you quickly today, I think. And your hand is getting a little bit tired as well, no?
Maybe talk a little bit louder because we are outside.
Yeah, we're outside, so I'm going a bit close to the camera.
Okay.
No, I'm sure you can hear me correctly. So what I feel is like when we want to be of service, selfless service, we can do that in our own special way. But what I notice sometimes that people, when they say they want to be of service, they think that they have to do something, and it's not energizing. It's like, oh my gosh, I have to be of service. I already do so much in my life. But the fact is, you gain things from being of service. When you start to share your passion from your heart, you're not going to be depleted, because that's the key. A lot of people believe that when you give, you're going to give something away from you, but it's giving with love. It's giving with what comes naturally as one of your passions. So the key is to really figure out first, what is your skill? What is your passion? What do you get passionate about? What do you want to get out of bed for in the morning? And that is something that you can share with others, and it's about what you give, but it's also how much love is in the giving. And that is, I think, very important. When you check up with yourself, how much love do I have for this? How much love do I give? And there is a beautiful Indian mantra, which I won't go into it now, but it has something to do with like the moon. The moon gives itself with the light, all the time. It's always full. It keeps giving. It doesn't mean when you give, you become empty. That moon is still full. And it's with the same thing with ourselves. If we give something that really comes from our heart, you can never feel depleted, because it fills it up. It's already full, so it cannot become empty in that way. So that's what I shared. So check up with yourself. What is my passion, and how much love do I give in this giving? And then you probably won't be feeling depleted or exhausted, or that you I already give so much. You actually want to give more. And give it in the amount that feels right for you.
Yeah. Yeah, instead of getting tired, it energizes you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get more energy from it.
Cool.
That was it.
Beautiful.
Thanks. Yeah.
Thank you. You know, it reminds me, we are here, if you see all these trees here, all these trees.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they do? They're grounded. Their roots are deep in the earth. They get their own energy and their own, how do you say it, nourishment from this.
Nourishment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what they also do, they provide so much food for other beings. And so they give so much from themselves to others. And what will happen is that the other birds, animals, and so on, they're going to drop also these kind of things in different places. So it is also, it will enrich your life. It will broaden your life. You will come to places that you've never been before, literally or spiritually. You know, it's and that was my post. I just had two short quotes, and one of them is, if you light the path for someone else, if you light up that lamp, it also light up your own path. But this is what I like what you said. It must be genuine. Don't do it from, oh, I will light up their path so that I will have my, well, profits from it. That's not what it is. And saying no sometimes is allowed, is definitely allowed. But when you are stuck on your own path of growth or spiritual growth or anything else, look what you can do different in the amount of giving towards other people. And most of the times what we see, or what I see definitely with people who are stuck in their life, they look almost only to themselves. What can I want more, I want more. No, it's not about getting more, it's about giving more. And I can guarantee you, if you do it with the love, with the genuine way that you can do, you will get more. I don't know how, and don't think it must be more money, it must be a better job. No, just start to give. And the universe will say, well, I give you also. That's what's happening. It's the energy that you put in, that you will get out. Look in your own surroundings. How is your life right now? Is it perfectly as you want it? Please go on with what you're doing. If you're stuck, if you don't have what you want, do something else. Instead of seeing what's in it for me, how may I serve?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's actually so many evidence in this as well. You know, if we speak with people who are, for example, have been really depressed and so forth, and one of their journeys in healing, in their well-being, has been like they started to do some volunteering and things like that, and then they started to realize that how much love they received by giving. And it's a great road to recovery, that as well. Mm-hmm. And once you do that, and do it in the amount, like I said, that you can handle, you know, and you'll see the more you start doing that, the more brighter your path will become.
Yeah. And being of service is sometimes so self-service.
Yeah, setting boundaries.
Setting boundaries. What can you do for yourself to get the energy instead of losing constantly the energy? And we guarantee you it's not working harder. No. It's having to do with more fun, things you like to do, things that are so easy for you.
Yeah.
Things that are your strength, what other people say about you. Oh, you're always doing this, I love that.
Absolutely.
It's that path you can walk.
Yeah, and go out in nature more, like we've done. We've been to some amazing places. Go and explore the country you live in. It's on your doorstep. The beauty is there. And in nature, you already see how interconnected everything is. If you look like the trees, we saw some Wodan oak trees here in the Netherlands today.
450 years old and older.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And they had a 1,000-year pine tree that had fallen over 1 decade ago. But it's still nourishing everything. It's still giving itself. It's still, the whole forest is flourishing because of that.
And what I really like is that if you look at, for instance, a 450 to 500 years old oak tree, and a lot of branches are already taken off, and if you look at it, then you think, well, this tree is dead.
Yeah.
It's a dead tree. But if you look well, then constantly you see new life on it, new branches. Other animals are in and on this tree, around this tree. It's constantly giving, constantly giving.
Yeah. So go out, go and check, go for a walk, speak to the trees, and speak to the birds, and just see what happens. Just say hello. Here I am today. And we did the same. And the butterflies came towards us. They were on you. They were in my hair. The little roe deer this morning just looking at us, saying hi, And she was just lying down and washing herself a bit, and she just didn't move away. So be the genuine love, and that's what you will attract. Remember the law of attraction.
Yeah. And the week before this week, we wrote something about compassion. And it's so related with compassion and being of service. And we wish you really the best service that you can ever give to other people or other beings or sentient beings on this planet.
Yes. Find your passion and give with love.
Yeah.
Next week?
Next week we're going to talk about the path of imagination.
Yeah.
What can imagination bring you on in your daily job, in your daily life, maybe for the future further? What will it be? And we also probably maybe
we're thinking about it.
Giving
a weekend or something.
A weekend about the path of imagination.
Yes.
Ooh.
So how can you imagine now a world where everybody would be giving with love to each other? Can you imagine how that world would look like? Give to each other, to nature, instead of taking. What if we start thinking, what can I give first? What can I give to create a better world? Bring more harmony, more balance. Let's start there.
Yes. And if you don't want to start with a weekend, you can always come to our Inspiration Day. It's we have an online session on August 30th and a live session in Bussum at October 4th.
Yeah.
And the second person has 50% discount. So if you sign up, on the ticket price. If you sign up with 2 persons, second person will have 50% discount. In the meantime, enjoy the weather, enjoy life, enjoy yourself.
And next week our post will be about the power of imagination. But the power starts already now.
No. Okay. Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend.
Big love.
Bye-bye.